Hello YouTube, this is Hack the Hackintosh. This is my first video of the series Hack vs. Mac. In this series I will be covering all the pros and cons of each. I will be comparing them in multiple categories such as price, reliability, performance, options, and design. In this video I will be covering price. This machine that I am running at the moment is in fact a Hackintosh. I've had it for 3 months and I can say that I am extremely satisfied with it. This is my Geekbench score for those of you who are interested. I have here. As you can see here, I'm running Mac OS X 10.7.4. I have an Intel Core i7 and 8 gigabytes of RAM installed. My motherboard is an Asus P8 H67M Pro and it runs OS X fairly nicely. My system build cost about $800, so I get the performance of the lowest end Mac Pro, essentially, for the price of the middle end Mac Mini. So without further ado, let's head on over to TonyMacX86.com and Apple.com to compare the prices of the Hack to the Mac. So first let's compare the Mac Mini model with Tony Mac's budget build. Now the Mac Mini, as you can see here, it has a base price of $599. With that price you get a 2.3 gigahertz dual-core Intel i5, a 5,400 RPM 500 gigabyte hard drive, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and that's about it. Now, for Tony Mac, his budget build, we'll go with the Intel Core i3, which has more than enough speed. As you can see, it's 3.3 gigahertz, which cost $160, so we're at $160. Then we'll go with the Gigabyte GAZ77BS3H, which costs $110. So we will go with 4 gigabytes of RAM, which costs $20. We will go with the Corsair Carbide 300R case, which costs $61.92. We'll go with the Seagate Barracuda SATA 6 gigabytes per second 1 terabyte hard drive, which costs $82. We will skip the solid state drive. We don't really need one. We'll go with the Corsair 430 watt power supply, which costs $50. We'll go with the TP-Link PCI Express Wi-Fi adapter, which costs, we'll just say $40. And we have our operating system, Mac OS X 10.8 Mountain Lion, which costs $20, as you can see here. Now, this totals $562, and that's $40 less than a Mac Mini, but you get twice the storage, twice the RAM, a faster processor, and a full-sized desktop computer for $40 less. Like, that's a good deal for a Mac. And plus, the processor is faster and everything. I already said that, but Now let's compare Tony Mac's Mac Pro build with the Mac Pro of Apple right here. So we'll be comparing it with this one here, the $2,500 model. It has an Intel Xeon quad-core 3.2 GHz processor. It has 6 GB of RAM, a 1 TB 7200 RPM SATA 3 GB per second hard drive, an ATI Radeon HD 5770 1 GB graphics card, and an 18 times DVD super drive. Now for Tony Mac's build. We'll go with, let's see, the i7 3770K. So we get this for 300 and hold on, let my machine just load here for a sec. Well, anyways, with this we get $310, or sorry, $315. We will be going with the GA7 or GAZ77X UP5TH motherboard, and we have $240 for this guy. We'll be going with the GeForce GT 640 graphics card for $105. We'll be going with the Seagate Barracuda SATA 6 GB per second 1 TB hard drive. You've seen this one before. It's for $82. And we'll be going with the SanDisk Extreme SATA 6 GB per second solid state drive for $93, if I'm very much mistaken. Yes, $93. And we will have the Corsair Carbide 500R case, which is $118. The 16 GB Corsair RAM, $85. The Corsair 650 watt power supply, which is $122. And the operating system for $20, which you've already seen. So this totals about $1,500, and that's $1,000 cheaper than a Mac Pro. Plus, you get a faster CPU by 0.3 gigahertz. You get a faster OS because you'd be installing the OS on the solid state drive here. Therefore, you get that. You get 10 more gigabytes of RAM, and again 120 more gigabytes of storage for $1,000 less. So overall, I'm gonna have to say that the Hackintosh is a lot cheaper than the Mac. So it's good because it provides the option for those that don't have or can't afford a Mac, so that they can have that same Mac experience. So yeah, that's my conclusion, guys. Please stay tuned for more videos. See you guys then, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe.